which one will be my next title, Maisie or Stu? I honestly think it's going to be Maisie because I am really, really close to her title. But you never know depending on which one I play more of. And lately I've been playing more of Maisie. So here is her title. So win 200 games with Maisie and I get 250 records and that profile icon. So Maisie is a fun brawler, I would say. And win 300 games with Maisie and get 500 records and her title. Now let's move down here to Stu and see how many games we have to win with him. So, I've only gotten to the second tier, which is Challenger Stu. Win 50 games with Stu, we get 50 records and a star drop. Win 100 games with Stu, we get 100 records and a pin. Win 200 games with Stu, we get 250 records and that profile icon. And last but not least, win 300 games with Stu, we get 500 records and that wicked title. Now, the reason why I'm going for Maisie's title is because I have her hypercharge. I would suggest you going for brawlers that have hypercharges, titles that you have hypercharges for brawlers, because it's going to be a lot easier to get titles with hypercharged brawlers, along with getting max tier with hypercharged brawlers as well. So, and it appears we have the Angels and Demons event coming in 2 days and 13 hours as well. And we have another ranked season coming up in 4 days and 22 hours. So, I will not be doing it in Solo Showdown. I will not be doing Solo Showdown for this one. And let's go to, no, not Brawl Ball. Let's do it right here in Gym Grab, on a roll. So if you didn't catch what it looked like, here's what the map looks like. And let's see if we can get on a roll with these games coming up. But before we get into that, let's get into her build. So the build I have for Maisie is called Disengage, and it reads, Maisie blasts the ground, stunning enemies for 0.5 seconds while dashing forward. Cooldown is 16 seconds. So any stun is going to be good. The stuns are good in Brawl Stars, even if it's 0.5 seconds. And the first gadget we have is the damage gear. And it reads super rare gear. It also reads deal 15% extra damage when your brawler is below 50% health. Even though she is a damage dealer, it helps with that extra damage when she's below 50% health. So that's going to help her out. Deal a little bit more damage. And her star power, which reads Tremors. Enemies hit by shockwave are also slowed down for 2 seconds. So that's really good. That's really strong. And let's check out her other gear. Her other gear reads, it's a super rare gear, and it's a shield gear, and it reads gain 900 health as a consumable shield. The shield regenerates in 10 seconds when at full health. So she is kind of squishy, so she will need that extra 900 health. And now her hypercharge, which is called Aftermath, and it reads buffs while hypercharged. Super. Maisie's super also shoots a basic attack projectiles around her in all directions, and she gets a 26% speed boost, a 25% damage boost, and a 5% shield. Now, down to Stu. Stu he's not hypercharged, so he will be down here with the non-hypercharged brawlers. There he is right there. He is level 11, but Let's get into the build I have for Stu. So the build I have for Stu is going to be Speed Zone, which reads, Stu drops a booster that makes himself and his teammates and other allies move faster while inside the area of effect. Cooldown is 20 seconds. So this one is definitely better than the second star gadget. And the shield gear is a super rare gear and it reads gain extra 900 health as a consumable shield. The shield regenerates in 10 seconds when at full health. He has squishy, so he's going to need that extra health. And 0 drag. It reads Stu's Nitro Boost Super Dash distance increases by 71%. So that's going to be good for Stu to kind of evade a little bit more damage. And the damage gear, because he doesn't do that much damage, is a super rare gear and it reads deal 15% extra damage when your brawler is below 50% health. So I hope to get his hypercharge soon, but sadly I don't have it, but I will get it soon, hopefully. And let's get into these games with Maisie and Stu. So Maisie, when she shoots her projectiles, it kind of pauses a little bit. Then it goes out slow, and as it gets further away, it goes faster. And Stu's basic attack, he shoots 2 projectiles out. It only takes 1 projectile to charge his super. Let's get into the first game with Maisie. So for the first game, we're going up against a Crow, a Max, and a Jean, and I have a Griff and a BB on my team. BB should be the gym carrier here, but let's just see how good we do. So let's see if we can't take out these brawlers real quick. And I'm missing my shots like everything with Maisie. I get taken out by the Crow. And let's come up here and see if I can't help my teammates out real quick. Let's see here. Let's see. Nope, I'm not doing too good with Maisie at all, folks. I'm sorry about this. But I don't play Maisie that much, so I guess I need to start playing her more. And let's come here. There we go. Take out the Max finally. The Griff takes out the Crow. And I get taken out by the Crow. And the Jean takes out the Griff. The BB. Alright. Let's see if we can keep these gems here. Let's see. Nope. We're not able to keep them. We need to move back, because when Max has super, you move back. You don't go up in that super. And that Crow, that Max takes me out with the help of the Crow. And it looks like we've lost this one, but that Jean has super, so do I. That Jean knows better than to pull me when I have super. He knows better. And let's see if we can't take out... Oh man, we lost that one. But, hey, it happens. It happens. Can't win them all. You really can't. You just can't win them all. It's impossible to them all.
Ready to face the flames.
And let's get into another game with Maisie. Hopefully this game will go a little bit better. But there's no guarantee that it will. Let's just hope it does. Let's cross our fingers and hope we do better here. So this game we're going up against a Max, a Barley, and a Tick. And I have a Buzz and an Edgar on my team. Buzz, it has Gadget. And we both take out the Tick. The Max takes me out. The Buzz takes out the Barley.
Let's stay calm.
The Buzz also takes out the Max. That's good, that's good, that's good. And let's come here and... The Buzz takes out the Tick and the Barley. There we go. And let's come up here and... Hey, the Buzz is carrying hard here. I take out the Max with the help of the Buzz. There we go. We get that kill. And let's come here and I tap the max. I get taken out by the barley. Buzz takes out the max. There we go. And let's come here and let's see if I can't... Oh, well, missed that shot. Let's come up here and see if we can't take out that barley. There we go. Took him out. Let's come here. We've got to be careful here. We've got to be careful. We've got to be careful. We cannot make a mistake here. Let's come up here and help my teammates out. See if I can't take these out. The Egger gets those gems. See if we can't take out that barley. There we go. Took out the barley. And let's come up here. Let's take out that max if we can. There we go. And there we go. Won that one. We won that one 15-0. That was a good game. Buzz went 12-1 there. The Buzz did really good. The Buzz did really, really good there. So, I mean, I didn't do too bad with Maisie. I didn't do good either, but I didn't do too bad. And we get a token dub. We get XP doublers from that star drop. Now let's come down here to Stu. I passed him. I still passed him. There he is. Now let's get into these games with Stu. Stu's a fun brawler, I would say. I really like Stu. He's a fun brawler, but he is very high skill cap. Very high skill cap. So, I mean, let's see how I do here with Stu. So for this game, we're going up against a Brock, a Piper, and a Tara. And I have a Griff and an Ems on my team. And let's come right up here. And let's put my gadget right there. And let's see how it... when you have Stu, see how his projectiles... See how his supercharge is a lot quicker? That's because it only takes one projectile to charge a super with Stu. Stu's strong. He's not as strong as he used to be, but he is still a strong brawler. We've got to be careful with when placing our gadget here, because there is a Brock, and the Brock has wall break. So we kind of have to be careful here with our putting our gadget out there. And let's come up here and let's see. Use that to stay alive a little bit longer. See if we can't make that Piper use her super, which we may not be able to. There we go. Took her out. The Ems gets the gems. And let's see if we can win this one. We might be able to, but I have counted my chickens before with the hatch and we have lost pretty badly. So there we go. I made her use her super when she didn't want to. There we go. There we go. That's what I like to see. Let's go. See, sometimes you just have to do that with Stu. That's why you do not want to be the gym carry with Stu when you see a Piper. You want to make her use her super before she wants to with Stu. Or any assassin type brawler. Let's get into another game with Stu while we're at it. I hope I'm doing you Stu May's justice today. So in this game we're going up against a Pam, a Mortis, and a Poco. And I have a Fang and a Lily on my team. It looks like that Lily's trying to throw the game, but let's see if that Lily wakes up. 2v3 so far. There we go. There's the Lily. She wakes up. They appear to be a bot as of right now. As long as I don't get taken out by the Mortis, I should be fine. But we cannot feed these healers. We cannot feed that Poco or that Pam. If we continue to feed the Poco, this team will completely shred us to pieces. It looks like we are not doing a good job at not feeding the Poco. Sometimes you just have to go through there and kind of feed the Poco a little bit, but not too much. But any feed to a Poco is bad. What I mean by feeding super is by going in and letting them hit you with their attack. So that's what I mean by feed brawlers supers. Good job, good job, good job, good job, good job. The Fang fed the Poco, but he still got the kill. Let's come down here and you see how I counter Mortis? So when you have Stu, when you're going up against the Mortis, Stu leaves behind a flame trail. That's what counters Mortis. So, yes, Stu does counter Mortis, so we get 400 XP there, plus 40. We get a total of 440 XP. And I have 40,065 trophies. And so Stu would be the best option to get that title, but I'm going for Maisie just because I am closer to her title. If you like this video, I would really, really, really appreciate it if you consider subscribing to my channel for more content. Until next time, everybody, keep ready to get up in Brawl Stars. Bye-bye.